Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my videos or on my live feeds, all you got to do is take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to May 1st. Glorious, glorious energy this morning. I am very, very excited to feel into this energy that's being served up to us throughout the month of May. I'll give you all a chance to come on in and get comfortable, and then I'm going to jump right into it. I do have sessions this morning, so my time is a little bit limited, but I do have some time to hang out this morning, and I will grab a few questions as I after I'm done the channeling as well. Good morning, happy Hump Day. Absolutely, that's what she said. Happy Hump Day, and May. I know it's just a beautiful, beautiful energy that I sat in with channeling and through for today, as well as I think it's going to push itself into the month of May. However, hi there, Kayla and Shy. Look at you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Kayla, I hope you had a good time in Toronto. Um, Look at you all coming in good. So, what I'm talking about this morning, what Spirit's talking about this morning, is number one, a few things. Number one, about what we're being served. There is a smorgasbord or a buffet of energy that is always around us. There's always, different energy around us. Many of us are going through different things. Energy comes up in different ways for many of us. I talked a little bit on Monday about this gentleness. There is a gentle energy, a very soft, renewable energy that's coming in, and things are always in balance too, right? But Spirit talked to me about what's being served. So, and I really loved this concept. I loved it, and literally saw myself, being served different things. And we do get to choose on what we're willing to look at or what we're willing to pick up. Absolutely. But there is a serving for us if we choose to pick it up, of this gentleness, of this softness, of this new energy that's coming in. And then what Spirit showed me is sometimes we get in these loops in the physical world where we're so used to of chaotic energy, and we're so used to things not going the way we want it, that sometimes we're naturally pulled into that energy and take that's being served up. And I feel that as we kind of navigate through both, and again, we're coming back into the word balance. We've got to watch our balance on what we're picking up that's being served to us. So, I've been working really hard this week at picking things up in a gentle way. So if there's been some harder energy, some harder things to work through, I've been picking that stuff up with a gentleness, with okay, this it's chaotic right now, or this is going on. I'm going to gently pick it up, and kind of, because we do have to go through our lot of processes in life. Things do come up for us, right? But I've been working on that this week, and I'm going to continue to work on it this week with picking things up with gentleness. Spirit's been really giving me that, not just in the Monday live, but also in yesterday and this morning with this gentle serving. The energy is very soft right now, and yes, the physical world always has its gong show. There's always stuff going on around us, but how we pick that up is gentle. And even after things, let's just say, for example, I am. I'm feeling really emotional. And when I work through that, am I working through that with the gentle energy that's around me? Am I being gentle on myself and understanding with myself? When it comes to other people, are we gently looking at different ways of navigating through other people? Are we gently going back to our lane? Are we gently handling that with this softness of, okay, I didn't handle that well. Can I be gentle with myself as I work through the healing that? Can I be gentle with myself and softer with myself and allowing myself just a bit of a different way of looking at it? The serving, and I really feel strongly about this, you guys. I really feel May coming in with that serving, and with that being offered up, with that on the buffet table. And when you think about it, and Spirit was right, there is a lot of commotion and chaos in the physical world. And then Spirit whispered to me, are you looking for it? Are we looking for it? Are we looking for that vibration because we're so used to it? Are we so used to the last couple of years being, one thing after the other, that now we go seeking that? And I get it. Things happen. There's a lot of moving pieces for everyone. But what Spirit really pushed with me this morning is deal with that chaos, deal with what you're going through, deal with what you're learning, picking up that energy of gentleness to work through it, and putting down the I have to push so hard to get to the other side, gently moving through it. And I love that. I loved it, and I've been working on it and practicing it myself the last couple days. Can I gently work through that? Can I be gentle with myself? I'm not understanding this. Why don't I get it? Why can't I move through it? And then, no, can I gently, okay, I'm not understanding it, can I soften my learning? Can I pick up a gentle energy and be gentle with myself? It was absolutely beautiful, and I'll be honest, I sat there this morning processing the energy and processing the communication with spirit and finding the right words to kind of describe it and help us navigate through that. We are always working through that programming. We're always working through, perhaps what we were taught, perhaps what we learned, perhaps what's going on out in social media. We're always kind of working through that. And I just had to slow it down and gently work through it. And I think sometimes we do get in this fast pace of, okay, got to work it, got to work it, got to work it, got to heal it, got to heal it, got to heal it. And we don't give ourselves that time, that space, that gentle. Sometimes we simply just need the time to process something. We don't give ourselves enough time to simply process it. And that's huge. You know, and like I always say, with people that are in my life or even with my clients, if they message me with a question, I'm just going to sit with it. I want to really sit with it, feel it all, process it gently, and lovingly come back at it. And I get it, it sounds really easy, but it can be hard if we're used to that fast pace, if everything has to be solved right now, if we have to have all the answers right now. Just try for the rest of the week. Just try going at it just with that gentle, soft energy. What are we in a rush for? What are we rushing for? Like, what are we getting to like, why are we in such a hurry to get to the end? Even with our healing, and when you think about the healing stuff, and I get nobody likes to feel bad, we're really good with the good feelings, but when we're working through our healing, we need time and gentle to work through that. We need that softness, we need that space, we need to be able to process it at our own in our own energy, in our own time. And I think, when you think about the repeat lessons, just think for a moment of any repeat themes. And when you think back to how you got through it, sometimes you went back to the middle or the beginning and you tried again. And the more time that you gave yourself to gently love yourself through that, the process and the pieces started to get put back together and you have your own aha moments. Don't rush is essentially a big message from spirit. Don't always rush the good stuff, right? We rush through the good stuff. What's next? Just give yourself, what do you got to lose? I'm back on Friday morning. So what do you got to lose by going through today and Thursday with just trying that gentle? Just try and focus on that gentle. Visualize yourself for a moment. I'm going to go through today with the gentle energy of a butterfly or the gentle energy of a hummingbird. I'm going to try that gentle energy. I'm going to shift out of bull in a china shop and I'm going to shift into that butterfly. Think about it. Have you ever noticed a butterfly is never in a rush to go anywhere? You don't see a butterfly zooming past. There's and I say that I chuckle because it's so true, right? Or a little hummingbird they're so gentle with their little flutters, and they're just so calm about it, right? They go from one flower to the next, or one bird feeder to the next with just that very soft, gentle. I'm going to really turn up the volume on that. I think, even myself, I find myself sometimes going through the motions like a bull in a china shop. Every hour of the day can be accounted for sometimes. I'm just going to slow down my inner bull. I'm going to slow down my inner bull, or perhaps put a butterfly on my inner bull's nose and just kind of gently go through it. I hope that resonates with you guys, and I hope that I was able to verbalize it. Sometimes it's really hard to translate, with spirit, because the energy there is so different, and their way of communicating is so different. But if you tend to be that bull in the china shop trying to push through everything, or everything seems very chaotic, put a butterfly on the end of your nose, or just try and gently, I know it sounds really funny, but just try and gently gentle with yourself, gentle with other people, gentle. And I think that that calm feeling is something that some of us are not used to it. Think about it. We're not used to soft and gentle and slow pace. Society doesn't teach that. Society doesn't preach that. It's always push, push, push. It's always more, more, more. It's always hurry up and get through it. It's always hurry, right? We need to slow it down with that gentle. We're gonna get to the end of it anyway. Like so, we truly are like we're truly gonna get there anyway. And there are times where things are a little bit faster paced, and you can bring that gentleness into the faster pace. So if you're thinking, well, Anne, I can't slow down, there's so much on my plate, go at that fullness, go at it with just a softer. All right, let's see where we are this morning. Good to see all of you. We've got quite a few. I also took notice this morning when I was logging on. We are two members shy of 5,000 in this community. And I don't normally, check or focus on followers. I've say that before. I'm good if one person follows me, and I'm good if 5,000 people follow me. Whoever's meant to be here will always be here. Will always find their way to me. But this community is expanding at such a beautiful, beautiful energy. There will be a surprise next week. I'm sure that we will have 5,000 join us, and there will be a surprise next week. Very excited. Okay. Let's grab some questions this morning. You remembered it was good. You remembered it was good. Thanks, Lana. You're welcome. You're welcome. I thought about you. I thought, I wonder where she is on the 401, and I kind of tried to tap into you, and I just literally waved towards the highway. Hi, Kayla. I've been okay. So Monarch Astrology. I've been wondering too about this energy. I have insomnia for the past weeks. Any insight from spirit on what I can do to help this? Sleep has been, a lot of people have been coming to me with some sleep stuff. And for me it's really hard. Like I either sleep well or I don't. And sometimes there's energetic reasons for it, and sometimes there's not. Sometimes it's just physical world stuff. The energy has been, I'm finding it glorious. I'm finding it a settling down. But I think what's happening with some people is we're not used to that settling, and we're kind of clashing with that energy. So when you think about fast pace, and when the energy is trying to slow you down and you're pushing against it, I would simply try and blend more Monarch Astrology with that energy. And the sleep part can be just that, is we're not used to that softer, slow it down. We're always used to that fast pace. So if we're in a different energy and we're not blending with it, sometimes that can keep us up. I also feel that there's some subconscious processing there. For you, I feel like there's just been some subconscious stuff that you might not even have in your awareness. And I really feel it's expansion. I really feel it's that transformation energy. And I feel like when you're trying to sleep, it's just kind of peeking its head up. And I would just start acknowledging yourself before you go to bed. I did the best that I could today. I'm always where I'm supposed to be. And that way maybe it'll slow it down while you're trying to sleep. Um Bubbles or Shy, sorry. Yes, it's a lot better. I lashed out like crazy last Monday, and even yesterday I was angry. Now I feel a lot more peace finally. Wonderful. We're really cheering for you to find that peace and find that momentum. And sometimes we get pulled out of it, and being gentle with yourself, Shy, with, yeah, I had a hard couple days. The learning was difficult. I'm big on acknowledging, right? I'm huge on acknowledging. It's been tough. I struggled with that because I really feel that when we kind of become hard on ourselves, we pull in that shame. We pull in that shame. And what, because we're kind of programmed that we have to do things right. Right. So, and I get that. Like we work, but are you truly trying your best from where you're standing? And acknowledging it really does help. Yeah, that was a gong show. I didn't do well at that. Try again. I'm gonna put on my big girl pants and try again. And if I trip and I fall, then I trip and I fall, and I'm gonna get up. Acknowledging how we're feeling and acknowledging the process is such a huge thing. I really believe that when we acknowledge because we're really good at acknowledging the good. Oh, I did this. Look, I did this. I succeeded. And we're so good at sharing that, and that proud energy, and yay for me. We need to kind of bring a little bit of that into the hard stuff. It was a gong show, but I did my best. Yay me. Right? I'm healing that heartbroken piece of me. Yay me. Where we don't cheer when it's hard. And I've also, I don't know if I shared this with you guys or not, but I've been really inserting that cheering for people in my house when they're struggling. That was a hard. You didn't do great on that test. Did you try your best? Yeah. Yeah, you tried your best, even though your marks may not have been as reflective as what you thought your effort was. I've been really putting that out there because we don't cheer when things don't go well and we're trying, right? And sometimes, yeah, we have to acknowledge I didn't put any effort into that. But yay me, I recognize that. Like, you see, and we shame ourselves. We truly do shame ourselves. Um, and I'm really working hard on stopping that for myself. I truly am. I'm working hard on stopping it, because I am doing my best, and sometimes I can turn up the effort, but I am doing my best. Tap into that. How you feel about yourself energetically will shift. All right, Kayla. You said May feels soft and full of kindness. We need this energy. We do, and it's being served up. So latch on. Latch on to that. You sound like you're having a cold, Lana. I feel okay. I think that it's allergies. I allergy season is amongst us. I hope I'm not coming down with anything that's possible. I feel good. I just don't sound great. So love and light and some hot lemon water for me. I feel perfectly fine, which is why I think it's allergies. I'm glad today is better. Okay, here we go. The pollen is insane here. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's spring. Everything's blooming, right? Lots of allergies at our house too. Yeah, gentleness is such a helpful prescription. Oh, I love how you worded that. This has been very energetically turbulent few weeks. It has been. It has been, but it's also been very settling. I feel like a lot of people are also getting some closure. So I think that turbulence is bringing us into a beautiful space. Okay. Talia, the goddess of happiness. What a beautiful name you've got on your for yourself here on the channel. The goddess of happiness. Hi, dear. Any messages for me today? I'm just going to tap into your spirit guides for a moment. Um, what they're showing me is and I know I've said this a few moments ago, is really acknowledging yourself. I feel like you're really good at acknowledging other people, and they're showing me that you're a great cheerleader for other people. And I really feel like I've got to get you to sit in that for yourself. I feel like I've got a hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Okay, just I feel, and it's okay to do that, right? Sometimes we kind of lean into oh the ego, oh and this. I just got to give yourself that moment of I did great. I'm doing the best I can. I feel like I've got to kind of cheer for you too. I also feel a whole lot of expansion. I just see like all these multiple paths and of new directions in spiritual journey. And what spirit showing me is, and I don't know if you're struggling with what direction to take as far as spirituality goes. Go with where your interests are. And I feel like I've got all these different pathways, and I just have to say to you, they're all coming to the same place. All of this learning and all this expansion and all this transformation. It's we kind of wonder on which way to go, and I feel like I've got to just say, just test, taste it all. If you're not sure, test, taste it all. I'm going to try that. I'm going to read that book. I'm going to go in that direction because I feel like it's coming around to the same point. If that makes sense. I also feel that your manifesting is very good. I just want to say, I can feel that manifesting energy coming from you. So well done, you. Okay, where we have to go here? Rubab, does Spirit have any messages for me regarding what's going to happen to me in May or any messages regarding love? I feel again, I just had to pause there for a moment. I feel like, and I know I say this a lot, but it's coming up again for a reason. I feel like I've got to really allow and that go with the flow. I feel like I've got to say May is going to happen, whether I get involved energetically or not. I feel like I've got to get you to get involved in the energy, get involved in that calmness, get involved in what you want, get involved in that manifestation, get involved a little bit more in it. And I feel like I got to get you to like ride the wave, like just the power of now, riding the wave. When it comes to love, I feel like I do feel you very, I do feel like ready for expansion and ready for growth. And I just have to say to you, remain open. Right time, right person, with growth around that. But I also feel that there's growth and expansion all around you in different types of relationships. And I feel like you're coming into a new space with people overall, not just romantic relationships, but the people that you care about, the people that you engage with, the people and I don't know why there's a Sesame Street reference coming to my mind. The people that you meet when you're walking down the street. I feel like there's just this beautiful energy coming in. And I don't know if you struggle a little bit with I don't want to I like letting people in, but I feel like I've just got to say crack the door open just a little bit more with, and I, and smiling at strangers, waving away, and I do that all the time. And people probably think I'm nuts, but I'll be like, "How are you?" Even in my vehicle, I'll nod. I feel like we have pulled apart as a community and as a society overall, and I really feel pulled lately to just acknowledge, right? Hello, there we go. Okay. Um, Maria, I'm going to spend the summer in Finland. Ooh, that feels so good. As soon as I read that, I literally sank into my own soul. I just kind of nestled up there. Do spirits have anything to say about that? I would like to continue working in cancer research. It feels so good to me. I feel like I'm home. I feel like I just landed in my own soul. Like I just feel, when you have that feeling where you're outside of yourself and you're like just going through the motions. I feel like Finland's bringing you home. I just feel like I literally the best I can express it is I fell into my own soul. I feel like it's going to go very well. I feel like you're going to feel like it's home. Like a purpose. You're really, really doing the right thing here, not just for the cancer research, but for yourself. I also feel there's something in Finland that's going to bring you some healing. And I don't know for sure if it's a past life thing or if it's a current life thing, but man, did I settle in there as home. So Maria, do you have any connections to Finland at all? It just feels so powerful to me when I say Maria and Finland. I literally, and I love saying it because I literally feel like I'm landing in my soul. I love that for you, Maria. And thank you for your work in cancer research. Thank you for your work. Kayla, what a beautiful message from Spirit. I thought so too, darling. Wow, sounds like you and I were both going through stress, Shy. We do go things collectively too, if you've noticed that here on the chats. Sometimes I'll be talking to somebody on the chat and it'll resonate literally with 10 other people. They're like, yeah, me too. Right? We do go through a lot of things collectively, and a lot of it has to do, there's a few reasons. Number one, every single one of us here that are connecting with one another, even if you only spend one time on a live with us, you do have a soul contract with us. We make agreements to help and support. So even though I may not have met most of you I've never met, unless it's been on a Zoom call, we do have a connection to one another to agree to help and support. And that includes going through the similar things, and it's to help us understand and relate is the other thing too, right? Smash that like button, guys. Thanks for your support, guys. Cynthia Sack, Kylana, any message in spirit on my dad? I feel so much negative energy around me. I'm going through a lot with my husband. I don't know what's going on with him and why he's angry. I just need to sip my coffee, Cynthia. So even with people that we love or that we are around the most, we've got to stay in our own lane. And I feel like the best thing that I can do for him is I need to kind of like come in my own lane. I literally wave. This is what I do with people that I love. I literally wave out of my window. I'm in my own lane, and I love you when I'm supporting you from beside you. I also feel like I just got to give him a little bit of space. I don't know if I feel like he's being scratched at by a lot of people, so I don't know if he's got a lot of other things externally going on. But I just feel like I'm being scratched at a little bit, and I've got to give him some space to figure it out. Sometimes we can give too much support. And I'll put it to you this way: what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And sometimes people don't even know yet, and we're on them. Talk about it. I'm not ready to talk about it. What's going on? And then we pick up a little bit of the personal. Is it me? Did I do something? Is it me? We pull ourselves into it. I feel like I need to say to him, honey, I'm here if you need me, and I'm always here if you need me. Um, and I want you to know that I'm a safe place for you to connect to me when you figure this out. Right. I just feel like I got to give him just a little bit of a few inches. Right. And I think sometimes we do struggle with that, or we pick up they're angry. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? I'm angry too. And then we continue the vibration, and that distance starts to because we've joined in on their energy. So coming to what I said earlier, Cynthia, about coming at this very gently and gentle with yourself, and taking on that negative energy with a very gentleness. Observe it and don't absorb it, especially when it's other people's stuff. I see that you're having a hard time. I'm going to stay in my little beautiful bubble. I'm going to go and smell the roses or the tulips that are blooming. I'm going to find something to kind of barrier myself or not absorb it, but I'm here to help from this perspective. When I leaned into your dad, he because I was going to move on, and then your dad started frantically waving. I'm here and I'm supporting, lean in, and he was literally frantic. Don't forget, Lana, she asked about me, and he's just literally saying, talk to me, share with me, feel me. For me, your dad feels like a feeling. I just feel him as a feeling. I can feel that support. I can feel that love. I feel him as a feeling. And then I know that kind of sounds a little odd, but that's how I feel him. I feel him with as the feel good. You're supported, you're loved. That's how I feel it. And he's just saying, I'm here. I'm here. You're okay. I hope that helps there, my dear. Fran, I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush and rush until life's no fun. Song by Alabama. I'm gonna have to look that one up. The song's not coming to my mind. But Fran, what a beautiful reference there, and it's true. I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush and rush until life's no fun. And we get caught up in that. We get caught up. We buy into that. We buy into busy is better. We buy into, I have to be accomplishing great things to be successful. And how do you measure success? How do you measure success? I always go to how I'm feeling. I feel so good. I have never felt so good in my life with doing what I'm doing, because I'm feeling so fulfilled. This is the most fulfilled I've ever felt, showing up here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and doing the best that I can, and meeting new people. That for me, that for me just fills my soul. And many people have said to me, many people, your YouTube channel, only has a couple thousand followers. Why haven't you hit 1 million? And I'm like, I don't need 1 million followers to be happy. I don't care about that. I go by how I'm feeling. I'm fulfilled doing what I'm doing. Right. And I don't like to get caught up in that busyness. What is being busy does not necessarily mean you're being productive, and being able to balance the busy. Sometimes I'm really busy and I'm fulfilled with it. I was really busy all winter with hockey. It brought me such fulfillment. I loved it. Right. So busy is okay if you're having fun with it, but if you're not having fun with it, it's time to reevaluate it, right? Um, all right, sorry, you guys. I'm just lost my spot here. All right, a lot of people supporting Shy. I love that, and supporting Cynthia. Aaron, what are we rushing for? What's the ancient oak near me always says, even if I just check in as I drive by him? Absolutely. That pause is so huge, right? And we can alter our spiritual practices to what's going on in our physical world, whether it be just looking at the sky while we're driving to work, or connecting as we're heading somewhere that's busy. Excuse me. Absolutely. I'm glad that a lot of you are resonating with that. And I think that's a good measurement for you when you have that aha moment of I need to slow it down. This feels like it. Um, sorry, you guys, lost my spot again. All right, there we go. Dear Lana, I'm dealing with trust issues. There is a person who has suggested there. So I'm dealing. with trust issue. There is a person who has suggested me something. Can I trust? Can I trust them? So my greatest thing here is to also teach you. So when I say, and we all have trust issues, right? We truly do, and it's from past experiences. So I want you to just kind of be able to put down the past experiences, and I want you to feel into this yourself. How does this feel to you? Your intuition will speak louder than your fear, right? So what is it? Is it fear or is it my intuition? How does it feel? And you probably think, well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the question. But I really feel that in order to kind of help navigate through this, can I trust? I tend to like to give people a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Right. I like if you haven't given me a reason, you not to trust you unless I get a hard no from spirit, hard no, and then I'll lovingly send you on your way. I like to say, okay, is there something for me to learn here? Is there something for me that I'm that I need to open up to? If you get a hard no, I really need to say that you need to trust that. If you feel that this is not the right time for this person, you need to trust that. I never, ever, ever would ever say to anybody, don't trust what you feel. But I will say, where's that feeling coming from? And if you say to me, it's coming from my spidey senses, trust it. If you say to me it's coming from a place of fear, I don't want to get hurt, I don't want to trust, I'm working through my own stuff, then I say, work on the healing first. Work on the healing first, then revisit this person, revisit the relationship down the road. If the person's still available, then there's an indication that you're meant to connect. If the person is not available, there's an indication that you're not meant to connect. So we can go back to heal the fear. We can say, time out. I need to heal this fear, and if this person is still available, then we're meant to have a connection. I would go back to: do I need to heal the fear, or is this my spidey senses? I hope that helps you there. And I think not just in relationships, but I think overall, when you pause for a moment, visualize yourself sitting out of it. Is this my fear? Yeah, it's past trauma. Do I need to do some healing work with it? Do I need to give myself some time? Do I need to slow down and making the here it is. Do I need to slow down and give myself some time to feel into this more? Maybe you just need a couple days just to kind of feel it. Is this a fear? You may not have an instant knowing. It may take you a couple days to figure out this is the previous experience raising its head again. Remember when that happened? Remember when you trusted somebody and you got burned? That's what the fear will feel like. The intuition will feel like a solid hard no. Hard no. Right? So and that's kind of how I will look at it: is how does it feel? Hard no, or am I pulling in past experiences? Remember the last time, right? So I try to kind of look at it that way. I hope that helps you there. Um and thank you very much for posting your questions. Thank you all of you for posting your questions. Uh, Fran, I love that song. I'm gonna have to look that song up. It's not coming to me. Maybe once I hear it, I'll know. Mandy Greenhill. Good morning, Len. I'm working on legal stuff, and I feel my mom trying to talk to me, but my ego keeps getting in the way. Any messages to help me? Um. So, Mandy, when I talk to mom, when I lean into there, the feeling that I get in the words that I'm hearing is you're doing the right thing. So, and I get the whole, I get what you're saying with the whole ego piece. And I know we talked about this in the mentoring group that did their teaching. I would try and park your ego when you're working through this. I would try and have a seat in the empty chair, ego. But I feel like there's something going on here that you're doing the right thing, because mom keeps saying to me she's on the right path with this legal stuff. So I'm not convinced that all of your ego is in the way. So feel it, Mandy. So if whatever's going on, feel it. Just simply close your eyes with me and feel it. No, it's actually the right thing to do. I don't feel it all ego. Yes, some of it may have some satisfaction from the ego, but I don't feel that it's all ego. So I hope that resonates there with you. Um, that Mars and Taurus, Lana. Oh, yeah, I never thought of that when I was making that reference. Halloween makeup butterflies on our noses. Oh, I love that. Butterfly on our noses with Halloween makeup. I love that. I might try and find a sticker. So with me, if and here's something that you guys can do too. I know it's gonna sound funny. If you have trouble with visualizing, if you have trouble with okay, like reminding yourself, get a sticker. What a great idea, or makeup or whatever you want to use. But I might even get like a butterfly sticker and literally stick it on my nose while I'm in the morning while I'm having coffee or whatever resonates with you. Do what works. And I just had a chuckle. How fun would that be if we all showed up with stickers on our noses on Friday, right? You see how fun that is, and you see how that would be helpful to tackle that gentle energy to be able to say that's where I want to be. I love that. Maybe I need to go to the dollar store today and get some stickers. All right. That also, I can't move on from that. That also helps with the whole inner child piece too, right? That fun stickers or painting. I love that so much. Um, I love how you guys are all supporting one another. Joy, 5,000 great and loving people. Yes. And when you think about that for a moment, when you think about, I mean, most of us, some of us have met, some of us have not. When you think about that, when you've got them, I would bet the majority of us are strangers to each other as far as physically knowing each other. And when you think about 5,000 people, I mean, that's bigger than some small rural communities. When you think about the energy of that, there are 5,000 people or, even 30 a day, that's about the average on the amount of views that come live. 30 people a day are rooting for me. 30 people a day are cheering for me. There are people that I don't even know deeply that are supporting me. Does that not feel so good? The community of here is just amazing. All right. I have to watch the time, you guys. I've got session soon. Joy, my mom had a question about her dog who died. Where I asked you about last time when I catch the live. She wanted to know if her doggy agrees with her way and how she handled it. I feel like she did really well. I feel like she handled it with the best of intention and only love. I feel like she came at it with the best that she could do, and I feel like I've gotta say to her, "That was enough for me." Right? I also feel this dog around a lot, so I don't know if she's aware of that or not, but I feel like this dog is, like, literally follows in behind her all the time. And I do feel like she's aware of the dog, either comes into her thoughts or she can literally feel or she's heard the dog before. But I feel like the dog follows her. And that is like from behind. It's really funny. Um, where are we going here? Wendy, can spirit help me in knowing what is on my right knee that looks like a nasty bruise, but I know 100% that it's not a bruise? So Wendy, again, I know you know this. I just like to open up at the statement here on this question. I'm not a doctor, and I know you know that, but I do like to lean into that first. What I feel is I feel like I've got a little bit of um I want to say like a damage under, and I feel like it's just under the soft tissue. I don't feel it very deep, and I don't know if it's like damage to like a vein or damage to the tissue. And I agree, it's not a bruise, although it feels like a bruise, but I feel like it's damaged beneath. So it's either like either broken blood vessels that have been damaged or a vein that's been damaged, but I feel it a little bit deep. But I also feel that I feel like it needs attention. I feel like it needs medical, like I don't want, when I say medical attention, what I mean is I don't feel like it's going to go away, like that coloring or that fading on its own. And I almost feel like there's something trapped, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I got something under, like it's like I feel stuck in there. Does that make sense to you, Wendy? I hope that makes sense to you. um Hard freckles. Hi Lana, I just recently had a close friend ghost me, just won't reply to me out of nowhere. It honestly really hurt me. I'm curious if you feel anything about this. Thank you. Okay, so when I lean in here, number one, I have to just say to you, this has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with you. I don't feel like you've done anything. I don't feel that you've even accidentally, you know how we can unintentionally, hurt or offend someone. I don't feel that at all. I go completely to the other side with your friend. The other side meaning like them. I don't mean the other side being spirit. I feel like they are going through something that they don't really want to share. I feel like I need my space and I need my privacy. And I also feel though that I need distance. And I think that the distance is really good at this time, and I feel it good for both of you. So I don't know if there's been too much of a dependency or leaning in too hard, but I feel like the distance and the ghosting feels very therapeutic to me. I feel healthy in that. I feel like this, even though you may not understand it right now in this red hot moment, I just feel like I need it. I feel like I need it, and it's okay. And I have to say, sometimes people don't have the coping skills. Most people struggle with speaking their truth, and this is kind of what I'm hearing here. I would have no problem saying to you, Hard Freckles, you know what, I just need some time and some space. I don't want to share right now. I don't want to get into it right now. I love you to pieces, Hard Freckles, but I just need some space. A lot of people have trouble saying that, right? And you are probably thinking, well, if they did say that, I'd be perfectly fine. Yeah, perhaps you would be. But I feel it's them. They need to go through some learning and they need to kind of process some stuff. And it's totally not you. What I would simply do is send your friend some love and light of support. Whatever you're going through, I'm sending you love and support. If you want to come back and talk to me, the door is open. Most people struggle with speaking their truth. Think about it for a moment. Um, do you find it hard to tell people? If would you find it hard to tell me, or maybe not me, but anybody in your world, would you find it hard to say, you know what, I need to go over here for a little bit? As humans, we tend to kind of pull in, we need drama in order to have a reason to step back or a reason to take some time. And that is the hardest lesson in most relationships, is to be able to say, you know what, I just need to do me for a little bit. I need some time to process. We don't share openly, for many reasons. There's many reasons, and many, and everybody's got their different reasons and their different experiences. But communication, for whatever reason, is hard for most humans. And I always say, all people have to do is go to their heart space and say, you know what, Hard Freckles, I just need some space for, and I don't even know why sometimes. I mean, look, I don't know why I need some space, but I really need to go over here and do me for a while. I wish you well, and I hope our paths cross again. People can't say that. I don't get it. Well, I do get it, but if they would just come to their heart space, relationships with people would shift it, or endings would be very, very different, right? If I was to say, I think I'm at a crossroads here, and I'm really feeling that our soul contract has ended, and I need to go. We need to go in different directions for now. People struggle with that. They want a reason. We want to feel a validation. We want to feel. I need to be angry at you to let you go. We don't. We just need to say, I love you so much. I need to let you go. I hope that helps. I struggle with that with people not. I really do. I think that the fear of how it's going to be received really takes over. It really takes over. And I get it. Perhaps we just don't want to offend anybody, but saying how we feeling is better. Saying how we feel is better than saying nothing, right? All right. Um, sorry, you guys. I'm gonna have to let you guys go soon. Diane, does Spirit have any information on my husband in the hospital? Is he going to be all right? I feel a lot of healing energy around him, Diane. I feel like he's being held. I just feel like I'm recovering. Has there been, Diane, even the slightest improvement? Because I feel like I feel like I'm getting a bit better. I don't feel like I'm going this way. I feel like I'm going this way. So has there been even the slightest improvement there? And I do feel him surrounded by so much healing. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna scroll down here and just see if I can catch any validation here in anything that I've said. I am gonna have to let you go soon though, and we'll do the book. Um, Camilla, Helena, does Spirit or my grandma have a message for my mom. Camilla, I feel like I've got to, and this is how they're whispering, so I'm not sure if it's spirit or your grandmother, but there's a very soft voice coming at me, with your mom being so loving in all that she does. I think it's your grandma because I'm feeling more of the care, like that self, like that caring for you energy. And I feel like your mom needs to really feel that she did everything that she could and the best that she could for her the entire journey. So, I feel like she came at things with the best that she could, and I feel both of them did. I feel like your grandma did the best that she could. I feel like your mom just needs to feel that a little bit. She really did the best, her best, and I keep hearing that you always did your best. Let us go over. I feel like I have to do two today again. I know we did two Monday, so I hope you guys are good with that. But this is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like we need to do an angel number as well as a spirit animal number. 375. Congratulations for making healthy choices, which truly are answers to your prayers. I love that. Let's do another angel number. I don't feel finished here. 122. Stay filled with faith because heaven is working behind the scenes to help your manifestations appear. The more positive your thoughts and feelings, the faster and better the manifestations will occur. I love that. I love that. Our manifestations do need us to lean in there with that, right? Like, if you're trying to manifest something and you keep inserting, well, it's never going to happen, or it's never coming to me, or I don't believe it's coming, that kind of alters, that kind of alters what you want, because you're literally saying to the universe, and this is how they show me, is like that yo-yo. I want this, no I don't. I want this, no I don't. So we yo-yo our manifestations, right? Okay, what do we need to know? Let's just set some intentions here, you guys. What do we need to know? I got to turn the page over because it's the fox and it's in three different categories. So I just have to turn it over. The fox has come up fairly recently too, if my memory is correct. Trust your intuition and be wary of someone you're involved with who's attempting to trick you in some way. Your intelligence and ingenuity are more useful right now than confrontation and righteousness. It's better for you to remain in the background and exert an influence from that position rather than take an active leadership role. It's best to blend into your surroundings, move with stealth, and to keep your intentions to yourself. That is a big one for me. It's important at this time to break out of your social conditioning and express yourself more freely. Throat chakra. Listen and hear and look and see, sense and feel, and trust your senses to guide you. The Arctic fox. So this is going to be, I'm going to break it down now into four different foxes. The Arctic fox. Don't let negative things that others say about you affect you adversely. Plan for the future by storing up some of your supplies, which welcome the changes of the season with behavior and attitude appropriate for that season. The gray fox. Right now, it's best to keep to yourself and not stand out. This is a good time to create space and time for a few hours of solitude. Oh, let's go skip the ad thing that popped up. Kit fox. Speak your truth directly without explanation or qualification. Constantly encourage constant consistency, courage, and integrity are important for you to display right now. The red fox. This is a big one. It's important to be flexible and adaptable using the resources you have immediately available. Let the fires of passion in your heart be expressed through some creative processes. Lots of fox energy. Lots of fox energy. Let me take a look at Friday. I'm pretty sure I'm here Friday. I will be here Friday. Let's do an Ask the Medium session on Friday, unless I download or channel something the spirit really needs me to share. I will always share if I get to anything that shifts at all. But I'll see you Friday, and we'll do an Ask the Medium session, so you guys can bring me some questions, whether it be for yourself or about spirituality in general, anything at all that you want to ask me. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and have a spirit guided day. Take care, you guys.